Hey everybody, welcome to Saving Greens Homestead. My name is Keisha and this is my arch garden. And so I wanted to go over some things that I'm growing out here and show you, and try and do this all before it gets dark because it's cool right now. Today was really hot. I think we're gonna start hitting triple digits here in Southern California in the high desert. So I'm going to be utilizing a lot of these early evening, just before the sun sets time, to show you guys stuff. So let's get to it. So first I want to point out my mimosa. This mimosa tree is so pretty and it just gets more and more beautiful every year. So, and then I have, these are gladiolas that are left over from last year that came back up, but I haven't really done anything with that container. In this bed, if you remember, this was my corn bed. This is the bed that I usually grow corn, and a lot of it, and it usually gets really tall. But this year I decided to do something a little different and just interplant stuff in with the corn. So you see I have cabbages, which are heading up actually, which is a new one for me. I'm gonna have to get out here though and spray the BT spray on them, because those white little butterflies or moths that fly around, yeah, they laid their eggs on these, and now those little green caterpillars, their larvae, they're chewing holes in all of my plants here, and before you know it, they'll eat it all up. So I wanted to show you guys this cauliflower. This is just a regular snowball white cauliflower. The corn that I have planted in here is called painted mountain corn, and it's all different colors, and I'm hoping it does good. It kind of looks, it's starting out kind of weird, so I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's doing good or not. It's not usually how my corn starts out, but it could be this variety, because there are ears forming on these stalks, and they do have little silks and stuff, but I don't know. I thought they would be bushier than this. This is a volunteer carrot. What happened was I had put some kitchen waste in this bed, and I had carrot tops, and well, one of them decided it wanted to grow and flower, so I'm just gonna let it flower and collect the seeds. But it's huge, it's really tall. And then I have pink chard, Swiss chard. Look at the color on that, so vibrant and pretty. And then these leaves are huge. Look at that. Look how big these are. These are huge leaves. So I'm gonna have to be taking those, harvesting off of those again. I've already harvested off of them many times and made some greens, big pots of greens off of them. These are all pink chard, and then I have one red chard over here. You can see the difference in the coloring. This one is a red chard. And then all along on the outside here, I have beets, and you can see there. And so these are golden beets. This one is a golden beet. And then as I go down further here, this one is a sugar beet, a white beet. So I'm gonna be harvesting these soon. But I've been harvesting the leaves to use. I've used them in my breakfast and stuff like that. And then I have a lot of volunteer cosmos I'm about to cover up with some cardboard. All of this was purple broccoli, even these. It went to seed. These are the little seed pods on here, because I let this one go to flower already. And this one is just starting out going to flower. And so I'm going to be pulling these out soon, because I don't need all of these in here to flower. I got these seeds here, so I'm just going to save these seeds. And this, I already cut the head off of it, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take all those out. And then I'm going to put in more corn and more other things to grow in there. And you guys, I have, let me see if I can bring you in closer. I have down in there some pumpkins that I planted. And I don't remember. I think those are the, let's see, those are the super moon pumpkins. And then I have some watermelon planted in there. And then I have more pumpkins. These are the Jarrahdale pumpkins. And then over here I have more pumpkins. At least I think those are pumpkins. I think those are pumpkins. I don't know if you can see them down in there. I think I have pumpkins and watermelon over there, because I remember putting watermelon in there too. Yeah, and those, I think those might be Cinderella pumpkins or something like that. I know I'm supposed to be giving you specific varieties in this tour, but you know, I have my cheat sheet with me, but it's not helping me very much. Okay, so in this pool, kiddie pool, I planted some green zucchini, some Italian striped zucchini, and some squash, some butternut squash, so it could go up this obelisk here. And you can see in the sand right there, the squash, the butternut squash is already coming up. You guys, I'm discovering some other good uses for having for sand in my garden, and so far, if it works, I'll explain to you guys in another video why I have that like that and what it's for. I planted some melons over here on this side. I have this huge volunteer of Cosmos, which is beautiful right here. And then I have tomatoes on this tomato plant. This one is Evil Olive, and it has some tomatoes. There was peas here, but I let them go. And so I'll be collecting the seeds on those. I'm supposed to have a loofah growing here, but it didn't come up yet, so I might have to plant some more in the meantime. And then I have this volunteer tomato right here. These cabbages are so pretty. Look at that. I love these cabbages. I don't remember what those are. What are they called? I don't know. I'll put it on the screen when I look it up. And then these are sun sugar cherry tomatoes. This is the first ripe fruit of the season. And there's plenty more tomatoes on this plant. But I am going to enjoy these. Let's see. I'll eat the small one first. Look at this guy. Oh yeah, these are really sweet. Very good. So I have these 2 cherry tomatoes that are going to grow up on this trellis. And then I also have the loofah, just one, that's going to grow up here. Because I learned last year with all of those birdhouse gourds, they were just too heavy. And when the wind came, this trellis tunnel collapsed twice. And so I'm trying not to repeat the same mistake this year. So this next bed right here, we start off with these beautiful tomato plants. This one is Cherokee Purple. And as you can see, he's doing really, really good. I don't see any fruit on him yet. But he's doing, oh, I do see a fruit. And it's right at the clip. That's crazy. Oh man, now I'm seeing all these fruit popping out. Look at it. It has fruit there. Most of my tomato plants do have fruit on them. This one has plenty more flowers. Now, with the weather starting to get hot in the triple digits, I don't know. A lot of times the plants will drop flowers and stuff. This one, I thought this one was a goner. And I thought maybe it had some problems because the leaves keep curling. But I gotta clip it up here onto this bamboo better. But it's growing. And it's growing well despite the way it looks. And I just noticed I have a little tomato one there. This one is black Krim. So you guys, this bed as a whole hasn't done very well. And I'm thinking it's because of the store-bought soil mix that I bought that I put in here. That's the only explanation, because everything else has just been natural. The super poop that I used in this bed, I used also in this bed, which is doing well, and the bed over there, which is doing well. So I don't think it's the super poop. It's gotta be something with that commercial brand that I used, because it's been hard getting stuff to grow in here. And although there are things flourishing, just trying to start seeds in here and stuff has been hard. Most of these items in here have been transplants, except for the corn. I transplanted everything else. Anyways, you guys, I have peppers growing in here. First of all, for this trellis, I have this is well, let me look at my cheat sheet. Oh, okay, so first of all, this pumpkin, this is a pumpkin right here. It's gonna be a orange striped mini pumpkin. It's gonna grow up on this trellis, hopefully. And then I have another one on this side. So that's cool. And then I have, this is a yellow Pattypan or scallop squash. And then I have onions that are just going crazy. And you guys, I'm gonna let these onion heads dry out, and when they dry out on here, I am gonna just sprinkle the seeds everywhere in here so I can have just onions everywhere, because I love onions and I've never tried growing them that way. So I figure it's time I try to grow them that way and see what happens. But these peppers are sweet peppers. These are grand bells. I have Keystone Giant, Giant Marconi, Zulu. This is a mini white pumpkin that's going to grow up on this trellis. And then this is a scarlet runner bean. And then I have the Murasaki Purple. I have Sunbright Bells, Gypsy Baron, and Shishito. I have that one left. Let me tell you, Max. That's all I have to say. For those of you who watch a lot of my videos, you know what that means. Max, my little cat, got in here and copped the squat and left a deposit, and in the process dug up my pepper that I had there. I was so furious. So furious. He's the only one that does that. Sunny sitting over there and Tiger, they don't do that to my knowledge. I have not caught them doing anything, especially Tiger, doing anything like that. Okay, so then this is a Delacata pumpkin or squash. It's gonna grow up this trellis, and I have another one on that side too that you can see right there. And then as far as these tomatoes over here, this one is a Berkeley Tie Dye. I'm about to take this sucker off right here and start another plant, because at first this one, I didn't think this one was going to survive, and now I don't want to take any chances. So I'm going to try and see if I can grow that other one. And then I planted Aramith here. Well, first of all, I planted white Pattypans, and you can see that little stub right there. That's what's left over after the roly-poly bugs got a hold of it. And so I just decided I'm gonna plant Aramith there, so hopefully that'll come up. And then this tomato plant is a Tigerella. And I didn't think this one was going to survive because it struggled. But now it's putting on new growth and it's putting on flowers. So I'm hopeful for it. I'm hopeful. And then the cherries on this side. This one is Black Zebra. And you can see the striping. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay. Hopefully that works. So you can see the striping on there. That's Black Zebra. And there's a lot of tomatoes on there. And then this one is Sunrise Bumblebee. And it has tomatoes on it already too. And right here is supposed to be a winged bean, pole bean, Japanese bean. But it hasn't come up yet, so there's a lot of things that I planted in here that are missing. I don't know. I think that something was wrong with that soil. Okay, so then on this side, look at my little Christmas tree. Actually, it's a lettuce that went to seed. It just got too hot. And all the lettuces that I planted for my tortoises. And so this is the last one. And I'm going to have to scatter some more seeds. Even though it might be bitter for us to eat, I think it'll still be okay for them to eat. They'll still enjoy getting them some lettuce. So, and then there's more corn. Oh, I didn't tell you the variety of corn in this whole bed on this one is Glacier White corn, sweet corn. And this bed is called, the corn is a yellow sweet corn called Doheny sweet corn. And so that's what I have planted throughout. And the purpose of growing corn and sunflowers, like what you see in this bed and the bed on the other side there, they're to help shade these beds, because noontime there's just nothing above them. And the sun is just so harsh during the summer, especially during the triple digits. And so I do that on purpose to help shade. And you guys, this soil is so rich. I've had all kinds of mushrooms pop up in here. There's mushrooms all over in this bed right now. But anyway, so over here I planted some Jimmy Nardello peppers. You can see them kind of in the back there, in between the jungle. And some, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll put it on the screen. It's do espon, something like that. And then a Syrian 3-sided, and then Albino Bullnose. And then California Wonder, which looks like he's not going to make it, but I have a second one. I always plant them in twos. And look, more mushrooms. And then this one, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this one, so I'll just put it up on the screen. And then Lecia, the pepper is in there. I'm going to have to trim back some of these kohlrabi, that's what these are, purple kohlrabi, so that the sun can get in there to where the peppers are. And then I have cabbages, and there's watermelon that I planted in this one. I don't remember which watermelon I planted in this one, but I planted some watermelon in this one. I know in this one over here, I tried planting lemon, those lemon, personal size, little tiny watermelons that Baker Creek was selling. But none of them came up in this bed. But in this one, I planted some, oh, these are Orange Glow watermelons. So, let's see. See down there, Orange Glow watermelons. So, and then this one is golden zucchini squash here. And the tomato plant, Cat, if you don't stop, look, he just keep ambushing me and attacking me. And this tomato plant is Dr. Weishi's. I didn't think it was gonna do anything. It stayed small for so long, but all of a sudden it just started trying to grow. So, and then this one is a pineapple. I really want this one to put on some fruit because I don't have any more seeds for this one. I'm all out of seeds and I need to save some seeds from it. So I have the same plant planted in 2 different locations. So I'm hopeful that I'll get some fruit out of one of them at least. And then I planted some melons here. These are Korean yellow. Hopefully they'll go up this trellis along with these cherry tomatoes. This one is Berry's Crazy Cherry. And it's huge right now. I didn't think it was gonna survive because it just stayed so wimpy looking. But it survived and it's doing good. My volunteer tomatoes down here, I still haven't taken them out or anything yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might keep them still. I still haven't fully decided. And then this is black strawberry. This was one of the newer ones that they started, that Baker Creek was selling this year. And there's fruit on this one too, I think somewhere. Yeah. There's fruit down right in there. So, and there's more flowers coming out on it. And I'm going to have to clip it. Get some more clips and clip it. And then I have a volunteer tomato, which I think is a yellow pear, because that's what was here last year. And then on this side, there's more corn. And this one is my favorite tomato. This one is a Kellogg breakfast. I do not see any fruit on it yet. I'm hopeful though. I'm so very hopeful. I love this tomato. It's so good. Nice big slicer. It's orangey in color. So good. And then this is an 8-ball squash. And then I have volunteer zinnia coming back here. It's probably going to be the orange, pure orange zinnia, because that's what I had right there last year. And this one looks kind of sickly, but it actually is starting to take off growing, which is boggling my mind. And this one's a persimmon. A persimmon. I have my butterfly milkweed right here. And then over there, it's calendula. I have to deadhead it though. But I have a lot of volunteers of calendula look like on the side there. So, but I need to deadhead that. And then in this bed, on this side of the trellis, this tomato that's going all crazy right here is white Tomasol tomato. And I'm gonna put taller stakes here. I'm gonna have to, because the corn didn't work out for what I wanted it to. So I'm gonna have to put some taller stakes, because I did not want these ones on the trellis here. I wanted this one, which is not that far from it. See, they're right next to each other. This one is a Bosque Blue Bumblebee cherry tomato. So, and then I planted some melons. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see him down there. Some melons to climb up on this trellis too. And then this right here is a cuckoozy squash. And so I'm hoping it's gonna fill up nicely on this trellis here. This tomato right here is a Napa Chardonnay, which is a very good tasting yellow cherry tomato. And then this one that I need to clip because it's falling over. I need to get more clips on it. This one is Orange Jazz. It's gonna be a really decent sized striped orange tomato. And then I have a dahlia here in the end. And then I have some more sweet peppers. I don't remember which ones those are. And then I had some extra Pattypan squash seedlings that popped up, so I just transplanted them there. You know, that's the hardest thing for me to do, is to throw away seedlings. Like if I start more than one seed somewhere and they all pop up, I always try and find a home for the rest of them. I cannot bring myself to kill them or throw them away or anything like that. So all the corn that's growing in this bed is Silver Queen corn. And I couldn't tell you what these sunflowers are, what types they are, because they are volunteers. So, and then on this side, I do have peppers in this whole jungle right here. I have some sweet banana, some chocolate bells, some big Jim peppers, purple beauty bells, some Corno de Toro, and Cubanelle. So those are the peppers that I, well, dang. You guys, that's going to become a regular in all my videos. I'm going to be stepping on my cats in every single video because they all want to be right up under my feet. This time it was sunny under my feet. Ay, 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 these kitties. So, and then I have big white pink tomato. That's going to be interesting. I don't see any fruit on it yet, but I cannot wait. I see a lot of flowers. I can't wait to try that one. That one's going to be a new one for me. And then on the other side here, I have this dahlia plant. Look how big the dahlia. He's back. Watch, I'm end up stepping on him again. Huge dahlia plant. I can't wait for that to open up. The flowers are going to be beautiful. And this year I got smart and put it in a cage. And then I have 2 more sweet peppers and then some more Pattypan squash right here. So you guys, I have a lot of things going on in this bed. There are watermelons down in here as well. Let's see if I can get you in closer. I have watermelons down in here. Oh, I have okra down in here. I have broccoli left over. Look at that. Broccoli in here. And so I have beans. Let me see. There's a bean coming up right here. Bean plants. I've got all kinds of things going on in this bed. So this year I just interplanted a whole lot of things. And I just tried to grow them in levels of height. So the things that are going to stay shorter and smaller to the ground, like the watermelon, I planted in here, but they shouldn't interfere with the things that are going to stay medium size. And those medium sized things shouldn't interfere with the things that are growing tall. And the things that are growing tall is meant to help shade everybody that is medium and small and keep them protected from the sun. So we'll see how well that works this year. And then finally, I have a Roselle plant growing that I started from seed. They're also known as Jamaican sorrel or Florida cranberry, or in Mexico they call it Jamaica. But I'm happy about that it finally grew, because last year I tried growing them and they didn't grow. I have a lot of weeds in here, but the one right there, center, that's another Roselle that grew. So I'm happy for that. And then you guys, I've been munching on this, that's why it's bare. But these are some sugar magnolia peas on this wine rack that I converted into a trellis for that. And you guys remember my carrot bed that you saw me build and plant the seeds in. And some of these are already going to seed, flowering out because it's been so warm. And that's fine because I planted every last little seed I had of each of these varieties of carrots, which I have a yellow variety, I have a black, I have a purple, I have a red, and I have an orange. It's 5 different ones in here. And so I don't mind that it's going to flower. I'm gonna let the ones that want to flower, and the ones that don't, then I'll gladly eat those. But I need the seeds really bad. So anyways, you guys, that is my arch garden. Full tour of my arch garden. And it's still a work in progress. So anyways, you guys, I'm almost out of light here. The sun is starting to go down and it's starting to get dark. Look at Tiger. That is not for you, Tiger. I did not put that there for you. Look at, even this mimosa started to close up for the night to go to sleep. I love these plants because they do that. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And as always, God bless.